Back in 2015, I was touring the U.S. with Kurt Cobain Montage of Heck, and I received a call from National Geographic asking if I would be interested in making a film about Jane Goodall. And I mean, my initial reaction was like, is this the wrong number? Like, why would National Geographic call the guy who did Bob Evans, the Rolling Stones, and Kurt Cobain to do a film on the basically the crown jewel of their collection? And furthermore, when I make a film, I insist on having final cut. So this just seemed like a very strange scenario for all involved parties. But the reason they came to me is they liked the way that I created kind of immersive films out of pre-existing material. And they agreed to give me final cut. And then they sent me a film that was made in 1965 called Miss Goodall and the Chimpanzees. And it was a 44-minute television documentary that most of the footage that I was going to be working from was originated for. And when I looked at the film, I thought that what was on screen was revelatory. I mean, it was, what they had documented was something that had never happened in the history of civilization, will never happen again. And it was documented in glorious 16mm reversal. The thing is, it felt very kind of dated and anachronistic. It was a heavily narrated film with Orson Welles describing every action before it happens, like Jane looks left, Jane looks right. And I saw that there was an opportunity to create something immersive. From the moment of conception, I intended this film to play like a cinematic opera. Part of that had to do with the fact that there was no underlying audio, and I needed something to hold it all together, to stitch the film together with. The other thing is, in nature films, you have to provide, music plays a very specific role in nature films. It provides a lot of context. It tells you when something is funny, when it's harrowing, et cetera, et cetera. There was no other composer for me. It was Philip Glass. During the course of making this film, I had some very serious health issues. And it had been like 31 years of bad living had caught up with me and forced me to kind of re-examine how I was living my life. And there's probably no better project one can sort of latch onto when dealing with those type of situations than a film like Jane, and a film that really helps you connect with this sort of symmetry of life and the interconnectivity of nature and our place in it. And so I felt a great sense of peace return to my life, during the time that I was working on Jane.